But Strowman, the power slam! And they stare down, you see the size difference right away. Strowman towering over the #1 contender, Rey Mysterio. The 9th wonder of the world staring down the women's champion. It looks like there's even more dissension within the New Day. They still see themselves as the top team. AJ Styles believes he's been wronged by everyone. Morrison wants to defend his title. Zayn wants to prove himself. But these two wrestlers, they will have nowhere to run, nowhere to go at PTW Iron Man for 30 minutes. These two are some of the best wrestlers in the world, and they will have 30 minutes to decide who is the best, who can beat the other the most, who will be the World Heavyweight Champion. Welcome everyone to PTW Iron Man, where compromise does not exist and every step meets the risk. This highly anticipated show has got everybody fired up. The fans in the arena are fired up. The superstars in the back are fired up. Hell, even I'm fired up here on commentary as we see the beautiful fireworks and pyro going off on this stage in this arena. It is a hot crowd here tonight, and we're all ready to see the 30-minute Iron Man match in the main event. But before that, we kick things off on this pay-per-view with a bang, with a grudge match between two rivals, CM Punk and Kevin Owens. They square off to kick off the show here tonight. Now, Punk and Owens, this new rivalry has been intense ever since it started on Brutality. But now, I cannot think of a better way to kick off this pay-per-view than with the former PTW champion, CM Punk. Now, CM Punk, after he lost that championship, claims he is still the best. He still believes in his heart of hearts that he is the best wrestler in the world, and is willing to prove it on Brutality to anyone who stands in his way, including Kevin Owens. Now, CM Punk and Kevin Owens, these two have been going at it over recent episodes. Ever since Kevin Owens first attacked CM Punk, these two have been at each other's throats, fighting in the parking lot, fighting backstage, fighting in the ring. But now they finally square off here at PTW Iron Man, as Kevin Owens now comes down to the ring. Now, the prize fighter, he's had a lot on his mind over recent episodes of Brutality, especially with the new general manager Shawn Michaels, where Owens at first didn't even want to be on the Red brand anymore. He was saying, if Michaels is the manager, you should trade me to Breakdown. Shawn Michaels said he wasn't going to do that and told Kevin Owens to impress him. And Kevin Owens' way of doing that was going after the top guy. That top guy being CM Punk. But of course, a guy like CM Punk is not going to take any attack lying down. And that has led to this constant war between these two superstars. And now Kevin Owens in the corner. You can see just mentally preparing himself for this battle here tonight. We know these two superstars are capable of going the distance. They're capable of going for blood. But now tonight, we'll see, after all these attacks, all the brawls, all the costed victories, now hopefully they can finally settle things in the ring. Kicking off PTW Iron Man with a bang, CM Punk and Kevin Owens. And they're wasting no time, going right after each other with a flurry of punches. CM Punk gets the upper hand on Kevin Owens. Over to the ropes now. Punk has a 5 count to let go there of Kevin Owens. But now Owens, oh! That punch, I think he caught him right in the throat. He caught him in the throat there. CM Punk grabbing at his neck as Kevin Owens now throws him to the floor. And now Owens comes off the ropes with the senton.
1, 2.
CM Punk kicks out there. But Kevin Owens, you know he's going to be willing to use every dirty trick up his sleeve. And CM Punk, he's no stranger to dirty tricks. He's done plenty of them in his time in PTW. But now he takes over Owens with that headlock. Owens throws him off. Punk goes for the roundhouse. Now Owens, fisherman suplex into the cover.
2.
Punk gets the shoulder up. But these two have both done dastardly things in the past. And now looking to do dastardly things to each other as Owens clotheslines Punk into the corner there. As Kevin Owens now trying to get the advantage in this matchup with a cannonball. But he gets a back full of turnbuckle there. CM Punk avoids it. And that is not going to be good for the spine of Kevin Owens. CM Punk now with the upper hand as he clotheslines Owens over the top rope. CM Punk, he may have been a bad guy in the past, but he is still one of the best wrestlers in the world. Trying to claw his way back to the top here, as now could be looking for the suicide dive. Here comes Punk, looking to dive, but Owens caught him out there with the punch. Catching CM Punk there, and now Punk hanging on those ropes. As Kevin Owens now with the super kick there. As Punk now perched on those ropes, and Kevin Owens just kicked him right square in the head. And now back in the ring as the prize fighter, we're going to take control in this matchup. And Kevin Owens, you got to be thinking he's looking to further his career as well. But also he just wants to hurt CM Punk as he drops him there with that suplex.
1, 2.
Punk kicks out. But Kevin Owens taking control in this matchup. CM Punk, one of the longest reigning PTW champions, but Kevin Owens, no slouch in that ring. And we haven't really seen it as much because he's been hiding behind people like The Rock, but now Owens is on his own and he is on a mission to hurt CM Punk tonight as a tilt-a-whirl into the Samoan drop there from Kevin Owens, or some variation on the move. And Owens now could be looking to climb up onto that top rope. Could be looking for the frog splash here, but nobody home. CM Punk gets out of the way that time. And now Punk back to his feet. The former PTW champion is fired up now, going after Owens with the clotheslines. And another. Owens now into the neck breaker from CM Punk. That is vintage CM Punk right there. And the best in the world now gaining control in this matchup as Owens is back to his feet in the corner. But that might not be a good place to be. As Punk goes for the knee, but Owens had it well scouted, gets out of the way. Now a clothesline in the corner. And now CM Punk is in position for the cannonball. Big cannonball from Kevin Owens.
2.
Punk kicks out, but the damage could be done there. Kevin Owens now has been in control for a portion of this matchup. And now he's got CM Punk on the ropes. And this could be a massive victory for Kevin Owens if he can get the job done here. Owens now picking up CM Punk. He's got him and could be looking for the pop-up powerbomb here. Trying to throw Punk off the ropes. Well, no, CM Punk counters and the Hurricane Rana. Hurricane Rana from CM Punk. He's not normally a high flyer, but he can do it when he needs to, when he's desperate, and he is certainly desperate right now. As now CM Punk with the knee in the corner, and he follows it up with a bulldog. CM Punk with the signature offense there, and Kevin Owens is down. And now Punk, he could be looking to climb up on that top rope, as Owens recovering in the ring, but CM Punk making that climb, going up top, and now beautiful elbow drop from CM Punk. The hang time on that elbow as he goes for the cover. Owens kicks out, but CM Punk now that elbow drop, driving the elbow right to the heart of Kevin Owens. And now could be looking to finish things off here as Owens trying to get back to his feet. And Punk is calling for it. He is calling for the go to sleep, looking to put the prize fighter to bed here tonight. As Owens getting back up, Punk scooping him up on his shoulders for the GTS. Owens though with the elbows, he gets out of it there. And now Kevin Owens, oh! Punk though turns it around and throws him over the top. Kevin Owens got out of the GTS, but CM Punk now, he's looking to dive here, going off the ropes, and here he comes with the suicide dive. Suicide dive from CM Punk there, takes out Kevin Owens on the outside. This time Punk hits the move, and now CM Punk in control here, as Owens being pulled back into the ring by CM Punk. And Punk now has got Owens right where he wants him, getting up onto the apron. Owens though caught right there in the roundhouse kick from CM Punk, and now here comes Punk with the springboard clothesline. Beautiful maneuver from CM Punk, and now the former PTW champion trying to assert himself over Kevin Owens, to assert himself as the top guy on Brutality. As now Punk willing Owens back to his feet, and now with the punch and a kick right to the gut, and CM Punk is firing off on Kevin Owens, battering away at him into the corner, and now Punk looking for the knee, but Owens caught him, and the power bomb! Massive power bomb from Owens, but Punk kicks out. Kevin Owens caught out Punk there, and it wasn't exactly a pop-up power bomb, but he still caught him out of midair, driving him down onto the mat. What a move there from Kevin Owens. It was not enough, but it might have done the damage on CM Punk that will be needed for Kevin Owens to win this matchup. As now he's got him up, and Punk does not look good here. He does not look good. Trying to fight back, but Owens a clubbing blow right to the back, and now scooping him up, and a pile driver. Pile driver from Owens, and the cover. That's gotta be it. But CM Punk gets his foot on the ropes. The referee almost counted the 3. I thought he was going to count the 3. I thought it was over right there. But CM Punk, in one last dying breath, gets his foot on that bottom rope. And that ring awareness may be the only thing that saved him here tonight. as Owens just drove him down with that pile driver. CM Punk trying to fight back, but he might not have any fight left in him as Kevin Owens just grabs him and now looking for one final pop-up powerbomb, throwing Punk off the ropes, but Punk on his feet, the roundhouse, and now scooping him up on his shoulders, the GTS! The GTS! The go to sleep, but Owens rolls out of the ring! Kevin Owens rolled out of the ring, and CM Punk, you can see it in his face, he knows that might have cost him the win right there. Owens rolling out of the ring, he is out cold. He is out cold, he is knocked out, but Punk has to get him back in the ring to pin him to win this matchup. This is valuable time wasted, and CM Punk knows it, he knows that was a wasted opportunity, but now he's trying to finish it, trying to put it away with one last elbow drop, but Owens moves out of the way. And that is exactly what I was talking about. The wasted time outside the ring gave Owens just enough time to recover. Punk knew he had to hit something, but Owens avoids the elbow drop, and now Owens could be looking for his final shot of victory. Owens now, whoa, a moonsault, but nobody home, and now the Anaconda Vice locked in. Nobody home on the moonsault. Owens went for it all, he came up empty, and now Punk, the Anaconda Vice. Owens trying to fight, pulling his hair, trying to fight out of it, trying with everything he can to get out of the submission in the middle of the ring, but now Punk, the shoulders are down, and he wins it! CM Punk just pinned Kevin Owens out of the Anaconda Vice. Owens was trying with everything to fight out of the submission. He was so focused on getting out, on not tapping, that CM Punk was able to get his shoulders to the mat for the count of 3. CM Punk outsmarted Kevin Owens, and he gets out of here with the win here tonight. Owens, he is not happy about it. You can see arguing with the ref and yelling at CM Punk. But his shoulders were down, whether he likes it or not. CM Punk, the best in the world for a reason. And tonight it was a war, but CM Punk was the better man. And he comes out of Iron Man with the victory. Well, I needed a water break after that first matchup, but up next it is the PTW Women's Championship on the line. Asuka defends against the 9th wonder of the world, Chyna. And this Women's Championship match sure to be a good one here tonight. But oh, look at that! Well, you never know who is gonna show up here in PTW, and there you see in the front row is Ember Moon. We've seen the vignettes hyping up her debut, and now she is here to witness the action in this Women's Championship match here tonight at PTW Iron Man. And Ember Moon could witness this woman become the new PTW Women's Champion. Chyna has been dominant, earning victories over Aaliyah and Carmella with ease, and even getting a pinfall over the Women's Champion Asuka. Chyna is the only woman to do so, the only woman to have beaten Asuka in all of PTW. And many believe that gives Chyna the upper hand in this matchup, many favoring her to become the new women's champion. And you look at the strength and the size of Chyna, I would certainly believe it. But now here is the PTW Women's Champion, Asuka. And the Empress did take a blow to her confidence when Chyna defeated her in that mixed tag match. But we have seen that confidence restored in the Women's Champion. And I believe if anyone can chop down the tree that is Chyna, it is Asuka. She is a proficient striker, a submission specialist, and one of the best wrestlers in the world, not just in this women's division, in the world. That's how highly I think of our women's champion, Asuka. But can she successfully defend her title tonight against the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna? Chyna has ran through every woman put in front of her thus far. But can the women's champion Asuka stand her ground and defend her title here tonight? This matchup now to get underway. Ember Moon looking on in the audience. They look to walk up, but Asuka wasting no time. The chop to the chest and the spinning back fist coming after Chyna with a flurry, but Chyna! A big clothesline there. And that could be a quick summary of how this match is gonna go. You know Asuka is gonna come out firing, but all it takes is one big shot from Chyna. She's got Asuka up, and Asuka now slips out going for a German suplex. Chyna though elbows out the big boot, and Asuka now the hip attack, but Chyna stays on her feet. But Asuka now the German suplex. This time she hits it. But you see there, it takes a little more from Asuka to get Chyna off her feet. Couldn't lift her the first time, but still she is fired up. The women's champion is ready to go. Now the kick to the side goes for another. Chyna though catching her out, lifting her out of the air. Asuka though, sunset flipping in the cover. Chyna kicks out, but now Asuka. Big kick right there from the women's champion. And Asuka, she knows what she has to do in this matchup. Now throwing Chyna off the ropes, but Chyna runs right through the clothesline there, and the big boot. Massive boot there from Chyna. And as I just said earlier, all it takes is one from the ninth wonder of the world. All the strikes, all the moves Asuka can hit. Chyna just needs to connect with a few, and it'll do just as much, if not more damage. Now she's got Asuka up and just throwing her over the top rope to the outside. And that's just the power of Chyna on display. That power that Asuka will need to overcome. But now just taking a big landing on the floor there. That is unforgiving. An unforgiving surface for Asuka. And now Chyna picking the bones here, just picking her up, scooping up the women's champion on her shoulder, and now just dropping her face first onto the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring. Chyna now bringing Asuka back into the ring, and we have rarely ever seen the women's champion on the back foot like this, but that is just what happens when you're in the ring with a woman like Chyna. Asuka gonna have to fight from underneath, but now Chyna looking for the powerbomb. She's got her up on the shoulders. Asuka though gets out of it and connects with the roundhouse. Massive roundhouse kick, and that drops Chyna to her knees there. And now Asuka in control, and she knows she's gotta keep going. Off the ropes now, and the Shining Wizard. Shining Wizard from Asuka. Chyna kicks out. But Asuka, she's got a wide variety of strikes and moves she can hit, and she is gonna need all of them if she wants to retain her title here tonight. But now trying to get Chyna back on her feet, she still wants more. She's telling her, get up, I'm not finished yet. And now the punches, the chop, and the back fist. Big flurry there from Asuka. The Empress is fired up here, trying to retain her title. And now Asuka going off the ropes now, looking for the hip attack. Chyna though gets out of it, and now clotheslining Asuka over the ropes. And Chyna now once again, just one big move could be all it takes. But now Chyna turning her attention to Ember Moon in the crowd there. Ember Moon just trying to watch the action here, trying to see who will become the women's champion. Chyna now saying, this is what you're getting into when you come to PTW. You're gonna have to deal with the likes of me. And now scooping up Asuka. Chyna now looking for the Gorilla Press, the same move that beat Asuka earlier, but Asuka counters into the sleeper hold. The sleeper hold there from Asuka. Could be trying to wear down Chyna. Wear her down here, Chyna trying to fight out of the sleeper here in the middle of the ring. She throws Asuka off, and now Chyna connects with the headbutt. Big headbutt there from Chyna, and now lifting up Asuka again. Asuka though counters the arm drag, and now the knee. Great counter from Asuka. And that knee strike has Chyna down, and now the hip attack. Hip attack and the cover. Chyna kicks out. But a great combination there from Asuka. And now the women's champion willing to do whatever it takes to retain her title here tonight. As now Chyna is on the back foot. Probably for the first time ever in PTW, Asuka is taking it to the 9th wonder of the world. And now Asuka could be looking for the Asuka lock. And if she can lock this in, she could tame the beast here tonight. Trying to lock in the Asuka lock on Chyna. Trying to lock it in here. Chyna though, elbows out of it. And now lifting up Asuka. She's got her up. And the Gorilla Press. The same move that pinned Asuka, Chyna, to become the women's champion. But Asuka kicks out. I should have known the women's champion would not go down to the same move twice. Asuka kicks out of the Gorilla Press from Chyna. And now Chyna wondering what she's gotta do to put down Asuka to win that women's title. Now Chyna picking her up. And what could she be thinking here? Chyna now going up, scooping up Asuka, now climbing the ropes. We've never seen Chyna go up top before. But oh no, now scooping up Asuka, looking for a Gorilla Press off the top. This could be dangerous here. But now Asuka, she gets out of it. Asuka avoids it, and now off the top, right on the Chyna's back with the Asuka lock. Asuka jumped right on her back and locked in the Asuka lock. She has it locked in. Chyna in the center of the ring, can't get to the ropes. Trying to fight out of it, trying to do anything here. Asuka has it locked in, but oh, Chyna just drops her right on her back. That was her only escape. Asuka had it cinched in there. Chyna could not get to the ropes. But now both women are down. But Asuka, the cover, the crucifix pin. Chyna kicks out, but now the Asuka lock locked in again. She has it locked in again, and Chyna is down. She is off her feet on the mat in the middle of the ring, trying to fight out, but she can't get out of it. She can't get out of it. Chyna in the middle of the ring. She has to tap out. And Asuka has conquered the 9th wonder of the world, retaining her women's championship. What a gutsy victory from the Empress. With that Asuka lock, she was not gonna let go there, and she retains the women's title. And now Ember Moon watching on from the front row. She witnessed a great matchup there and witnessed exactly why Asuka is the women's champion. Asuka now sizing up Ember Moon here. And that's a matchup I would definitely like to see, as Ember Moon will make her debut in PTW soon. But for now, Asuka is still your PTW Women's Champion. A great win there, but PTW Iron Man continues, because up next, it is the Tag Team Championships on the line. Can the New Day overcome dissension within as they take on Rusev and Sheamus and the Revival for the Tag Team Championships?